David Darling will be on the warpath. It's Ninja Scooter Simulator. Yes, you might think Ninja Scooter Simulator would be a Codemasters game, but it is not. It is from Silverbird, aka Telecom Soft. And the premise of the game is whiz through the night on your dream scooter, jumping and dodging the grates that could slow your progress and the holes and walls that will slam you out. Use the ramps to make leaps and pull some rad ninja stunts. You'd better beat the clock to beat the rest, so don't hang around. Ninja Scooter's the best. So enlightening instructions there. Yeah, and it's a bit like Silverbird are taking the mickey out of Codemasters because it's a title straight out of one of their games. Starting off on the Spectrum 48K Plus, and I'm wondering how many ninjas are in this game because I'm not seeing many on this loading screen. Various control options. There is no 128K version. It's 48K only. Soft are the coders. And off we go. And there I am on my bike with my back to front baseball cap. I can jump in the air. And I can use the ramps to go even higher. And words like rad pop up from time to time. Don't fall down the drains. Back on the +2 for clearer vision. And that is level 1 complete. The time limits on each level are very generous. The game says player 1 between levels, and that's because there is a 2-player option. It is turn-based. And we are, well, I think we're on the underground. Oh, I missed that. Oh, did I get that watch? That gives you more time. Oh, slam. I've fallen off. Oh, the speed tiles give you extra speed. Make it quite hard to see what's coming up ahead, though. The trick is just to keep jumping and then hoping you won't hit anything. But as I say, the time limits are very generous, especially if you get one of those watch icons. Over to the 64. And a policeman runs across the screen there while a funky tune plays. And our baseball cap is not back to front this time. So, yeah, the link with ninjas is... well, there isn't one. Basically, they've just stuck the word ninja and simulator into the titles just to try and sell a few games. It is just a scooter simulator or a bike simulator. Well, it is a scooter, you can see there. The kind of scooter that is electric these days. Over to the Amstrad CPC, and oh dear, is this going to be a Spectrum port, judging by that loading screen. Player 1, get ready. And note, we're in mode 0, 16 colour mode, and it's a full CPC game. Seems a little bit choppy after coming from the C64, but it is moving pretty well. Okay, it's in a small window. And of course, you will be noticing what I noticed when I first played this. It's a Metrocross rip-off. It's a budget version of Metrocross without that excruciating cover, and that's level 1 done on the CPC. Well over a minute to spare. And off to level 2. And again, we're on the underground. And back on the Specky. Level 3. And there's about 4 sets of backgrounds for the game coming up to level 3. And there's 4 sets of backgrounds for the game, but the layouts of the levels do change. Game got 70% from Crash, 65% for graphics, 72% for playability, and 62% for addictive qualities. They do, however, say it's got a low level of difficulty, but it could appeal to younger players. And they say it's great fun as you zoom up the ramps, and yeah, when you zoom up in the air, it is quite a lot of fun, briefly. But then you realise there isn't an awful lot going on. Level 2 on the 64. And while the music is quite funky, it's... I'm not sure if it's entirely right for this game. It's not... I don't know. And again, no ninjas. I want to keep on saying this. We're not simulating much and there's no ninjas. And on the 64 you get skulls and things coming at you. Zap 64 were not as kind as Crash. They gave the game 30%. And they think it's a very poor version of Metrocross, and Metrocross is already pretty poor on the 64 according to them. So the graphics are low quality and don't encourage you to go on. Rushing along the streets soon becomes tedious. Only Metrocross addicts need a buy. We're back on the CPC. It is a $1.99 game though, and on round 5 on the CPC. And you do get the skulls on all the versions. The gameplay is very similar on all of them, except the enemies appear later in the CPC and Spectrum version than they do in the C64 version, where you get them very early on. And the CPC version, like the C64, has a nice tune. Bit stingy not to do 128K tune on the Spectrum, but never mind. And again, plenty of time left over. I did start off on, I think, the C64 version using a cheat until it became apparent that none was needed. You see, here we are on round 12, and Ninja Scooter Simulator is very, very easy. Incredibly easy. I had to really try to fail a level, because even if you keep on crashing, as long as you get one of those time icons, the watches, you're sorted. And quite often there's 2 of them on the level. You don't stand much chance of avoiding things coming towards you like that. It becomes a memory test in that regard. But it doesn't matter, because the time limits are so incredibly easy. And in fact, some of these levels you begin to pick up a pattern where you can just hang around the top of the screen and just jump the obstacles, and that'll be that. Got my speed up there, and therefore I'm going to be hurtling towards the end of the level, and you can see it is nice, that chart at the bottom shows you how far along the level you are. ChinnyVision now has a podcast where I talk to computer users about their experiences back in the day and their collections that they have now. Just go to your favourite podcasting app, iTunes, what are they called, Spotify, TuneIn, all this stuff. Just type in ChinnyVision podcast and it should pop up on there. Round 14 on the 64. And you can see I'm not having to take much care here at all. You're supposed to be able to make lots of cool moves with your scooter, but in fact there's only one where you can kind of backflip, and other than jumping in the air, that's it. I see I've got 2 time power-ups in this level already, which I think they run towards you on the 64. They go, well, how much time does they have there? Loads! On to level 15. Just jump, but it doesn't matter. So I had another one there and then crashed into someone. One thing I do have to question about the Zap review is they gave the sound 39%. I don't think the tune's that bad. The choice of meagre effects or forgettable music, I don't think it's forgettable. It's not great, but it's not that bad. And this is one of these levels where you can just hang around at the top and it'd generally be fine. So I'm just crashing a lot, but I'm not taking any care at all here, just to make a point. I just need to make the point that really there is no skill needed with Ninja Scooter Simulator. I can't even believe the CPC version included a trainer. Just don't need it. You just don't need it. I think Crash's thing about this being for younger players, yeah, I think younger players would enjoy this more. But for you or I, it's one quick go and it's like, that's Ninja Scooter Simulator. I've seen the entire game because I've managed to play it through in one go. If you get that far, I mean, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes and you'll be bored by then, in all honesty. And look, we've got more time, but yeah, here we are at the end of the level with 1 minute 59 to spare. 1 minute 59! Round 17. and it's looped round, which is what it will do on the Spectrum version as well. There we go, it's looped round. Ninja Scooter Simulator is a curious little budget game. I can bet you anything the original coder who submitted this to Silverbird didn't have any mention of ninjas or simulator in the title. I can bet the marketing people went, what sells? Ninjas and simulator games. So we're turning this from a generic scooter game into a ninja simulator game. Therefore, you're going to be a little bit disappointed when you take this home and go, where are the ninjas? It's competently done on all of these systems, and kudos for actually doing a CPC version properly. Actually, for me, the problem isn't the implementation on any of these, it's the lack of gameplay and the ease of which you can play the game. All of the versions, Spectrum, C64 and CPC, have reasonable graphics. Again, Zap gave this 29% for graphics and 39% for sound. Incredibly harsh. It's not that bad for a budget game. The problem is with that playability. CPC version has quite cute graphics for a budget game, like little back to front baseball cap, has a little bit more to it than that C64 version with its graphics, but this is all adequate for $1.99. As I say, it's just the gameplay that is lacking. I think Crash summed it up correctly when he said it's perhaps a game for younger players, because, you know, if you're starting out playing games, you want something a little bit easier, you might get satisfaction from being able to complete a game on your second or third attempt. But for us, we're going to just hammer straight through this game and just be looping around forever. And frankly, there isn't even a high score challenge aspect to this game. Ninja Scooter Simulator is a perfectly middle of the road budget game. It's unspectacular. Take it home, play it on your Saturday afternoon for your £2, and then forget about it.